era. And
Practice that with an opening statement.
Congratulations, Davis and Elkins. You know, they play hard. Kid, the head coach is, I say young man because he is to me, but good friend of Woody's who used to be a coach here, and they played hard. They spread out the floor like we do. And it was a good test to see if our bigs can stay in front of some people. We got to work on getting to the offensive glass a little bit better. We weren't setting our pick and rolls and getting the big down in around the basket. When we took shots, got too many people wanting to spot up, and then we gave too many open threes. So we'll look at the film and try to make sure we correct that. Overall, though, I liked our effort. Looks like we're in shape. We got to keep making sure our shot selection's got to be a little better too. So shot selection, we got to make sure that we got our bigs rolling, getting down and around the basket. For some offensive rebounds, I thought we controlled the defensive end pretty good, and we've got to cut down on the threes that we gave up in our rotation. So that's glad that they came. That'll help us out, and hopefully they made us better. Hopefully we made them better.
Dan, when you look at the on-court chemistry, do you see it starting to build through the scrimmage you had against each other on Tuesday night and then at game speed here today?
Not at first, but then as the game wore on, we started getting our picks better, and we got Obeen to the basket a couple of times. He got a couple off of the pick and roll. We didn't get enough like we should have, and mostly because we weren't setting them quickly. We were coming down the floor and looked like we're in a spot, and our second thought was to set the pick and roll. Our first thought is to pick and roll and then spot. So we'll get better. It looked like, we started getting a little bit better. It's hard to tell offensively because I was in and out. That's hard to play, to get in a rhythm, especially when you're taking threes and you're in and out of the game. But, like I said, when you get in, you got to make them. I don't care if it's the first shot or the 8th shot you take it. You got to make it. So we'll keep working on it, see if we can get better.
Defensively, you mentioned, the threes that you gave up. Is that more a communication error, or is that just guys sort of waiting to react to the passes?
Well, some of it was communications, or not just an error, because we're not supposed to come off the ball side corner, and we did that a couple of times. They kicked it out. That'll get better as we watch tape and get better. Then they would drive baseline. I got to look at our downs. Whether we want to continue doing that, and that's pushing the ball baseline as much as we do, or just use it when they set picks. So we're going to take a hard look at that and see if we just want to try to keep them in front, play more straight up man-to-man. I think we got the type of team that probably can do that. So we'll take a look and make sure we're right before we hit the first game. Our zone got a lot of holes in it too, so we have to keep working on that.
And looking at David, the other night in the scrimmage, he was tonight and more aggressive too and taking the ball to the rack.
Well, David is he's that type of scorer, and he's always got to be aggressive. But he's a big body when he's going up in there. So, he's got a lot of players we have to sift through to try to figure out who makes the best chemistry as far as 5 on the floor. And then when you rotate people, not losing that chemistry, as you can tell, we go down pretty deep. I mean, beyond 10, easy, and trying to figure out, who needs to be on the floor with who. So it's going to be a little bit of a challenge all year long, but these kids played hard, and they're unselfish. They'll look for each other. So, it's a long road, and I feel good that by the time we get to the end of it, we're going to be really good.
Does that second exhibition coming up really, is that where you start to see who's going to be in that initial 8 to 10 man rotation as opposed to going, 12, 13, 14 deep like you did today?
Probably, we'll see, but probably, yes. Especially you got about 4 quarters inside that 20 minutes, the 4 stoppages. Probably the first 6 will probably stay a little tighter. And then the last 2, hopefully we'll be able to get everybody on the floor a little bit.
Do you have a timeline at all on?
I hope. Okay.
Do you
That's
have a
a wish.
timeline at all on trying to make a decision on Wyatt?
On Wyatt?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. We haven't hit that discussion yet. He plays pretty good, so we'll have to see.
Coach, how about the overall thought on Bronson? I know Bronson's been a little banged up in a preseason. He comes out today, has a good performance. Your just overall thought on Kyle today?
Kyle's going to be a good player. He's quick. The big thing he does is that at the point, he has the same speed as Andy. So the team's running about the same speed. He has that same quickness. We don't lose our tempo with him. So we'll look at him. And, he's still a freshman, so we'll see. We'll see. Is that it?
That's good.
All right, fellas.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.